Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. Here are some New Hampshire realities in the current situation with inflation and also the beginning signs of economic hardship for some among us. Unemployment rate in New Hampshire is static at 2%. Home sales are falling, rental housing tightening, electricity rates rising, the cost of doing business rising. And then there's this current ranking of New Hampshire among the states, America's top states for business by CNBC. The overall rank 35, economy at 29, cost of living 37, business friendliness 8, that's pretty good, and education 6. My guests would appreciate that. And by the way, 88 metrics were used for the ranking of the states, including New Hampshire. So my guest is Associate Professor of Business at Riviera University in Nashua, who teaches students how to understand the economy and the business world. So here she is to brief us and teach us briefly on how to understand what's going on in this seemingly out of control economy of ours right now and where it might be headed the next few months. Karen Spahn, welcome.
Thank you, Fred.
As you brief us on this hard to explain economy in the next few minutes, let me go right to the key question. And that is, economists are all over the place saying whether or not we're in recession. What say you?
So the basic definition of a recession is 2 consecutive quarters of a decline in real GDP. And we started this year with real GDP declining by 1.6%. And we got a Q2 estimate, preliminary estimate of negative 0.9%. There's a new, more accurate estimate coming out at the end of August that will tell us if we really did decline. If that's the case, then I would say we are in a technical recession. And like all economists say, National Bureau of Economic Research is the official say on it. But that doesn't come for a while.
Right. Well, consumers have continued to spend, as you know, despite inflation. Walmart and Home Depot just posted better than expected earnings this past week, and gasoline prices are going down. So are we to assume the worst of inflation and supply chain problems are behind us?
So we started off the summer with annual inflation by the CPI at 9.1%. And by July, the annual rate had gone down to 8.5%. But that's nowhere near the 2% that is that is the Fed's target and our normal experience of inflation. There's 2 factors feeding into it. There's a demand side inflation that the Fed is trying to restrict by increasing interest rates and reducing consumer spending on interest-sensitive goods. But there's also the supply side, which is a tight labor market and high energy costs that feed into production costs for businesses. And that's a harder inflation to pull down in the short term. Although we have seen oil prices coming down, and that's been helpful.
So that supply situation may continue into the fall and winter.
Yes.
Yeah. I understand one of your specialties is forecasting, speaking of fall and winter. So as we go into the fall, what's the most likely scenario and what will determine that more than anything else?
So into the fall, inflation will still continue. I mean, we have tight labor markets, so wages have that upward pressure, especially here in New Hampshire with the 2% unemployment rate. Also, with the interest rates rising and the housing market slowing down, we see housing permits lowering, which puts upward pressure on rent. And then even though we do see oil prices falling, natural gas prices are increasing and they're feeding into electricity costs. So there's a lot that consumers have to absorb. And their household debt has been a cushion for them in terms of it has been lower because there was a buildup of savings in the pandemic, but how good a cushion it is and how it will carry them through this higher price period will be the driver, because consumers are the driver of the U.S. economy.
Yeah, and those electric rates in New Hampshire are going to hit people's budgets pretty hard for a while. My thanks to Karen Spahn, Associate Professor of Business at Riviera University in Nashua, where she teaches students how to understand the economy and has given us all a lesson in economics today as well. If you missed part of this class, you can go to the WMUR.com, where it will be posted later today and all this week.